Welcome, everyone. We're so glad that you took your time out of your busy schedule to learn more about redox technology called ASEA. I am Kathy White. I am in Wichita, Kansas. My sister is Carolyn Lester. She is in Redmond, Oregon. My mother is Beverly Summers, and she is in Wichita with me, just right around the corner. And my Aunt Janet Nash, is in the beautiful Texas Hill Country. We are all native these 70s and 80s, and we have created the ASEA Sister Group to share ASEA with everyone we know. My sister has put together a presentation for us, and she's going to walk it through, and then we will each share a brief testimony. To Carolyn.
Okay, here we go. I will share my screen with you. All right. Here we go. All right, I am also going to move this out of the way. All right, so now I think I can see the whole screen, and you guys can too. Okay, so we're going to talk about the power of ASEA, and most importantly, the power of redox signaling molecules. So what is the meaning of redox? Redox stands for reduction and oxidation. And when they're put together in the scientific world, they're considered a complementary process. Redox reactions are everywhere. Your body uses redox reactions to convert the food and oxygen to energy. So that's kind of what I know about the science of what redox signaling molecules is. And I'm just going to tell you what I know about ASEA, what the four of us share about ASEA. And ASEA is a cell signaling supplement. What does it do? It turns on our genes. It turns on that cell signaling so our cells can talk to each other. And why do I need it? Because our cells are breaking down. Pretty much from the day we're born, our cells begin to break down, and we need those redox signaling molecules to keep our cells talking to each other and keep our bodies healthy. ASEA is not intended to treat, to diagnose, to cure, or to prevent any illness or any disease. You will not hear us mention diseases by name in order to be compliant with ASEA. What ASEA does is it creates an environment for our bodies to be able to heal itself. Our body is a very complex communication network. When we think of a house being on fire, when we think of our bodies as a house or our temple, we can think about the fact that when we're well, our house is healthy, and when we're sick, when we don't feel good, our house can be on fire. When our house is on fire, the one thing we want is to be able to have a great cell signal so that when we call the fire department or ambulance or whatever's needed, that they're going to hear us and they're going to show up and take care of what needs to be taken care of. And when we don't have a good cell signal, then those things don't arrive and they don't take care of ourselves. And so ASEA, what it does is it creates that cell signaling supplement. It is that signal where our cells can talk to each other. And when our bodies aren't feeling well, the cells come in and do what is supposed to be done to make us healthy. ASEA Redox is the only supplement in the world to provide the body with these resources, these cell signals that allow our body to achieve that full health and potential. So what ASEA does, those redox signaling molecules, they turn on our genes, and the studies have been shown that it actually turns on our genetic pathways 22 to 31%. And this is great when you're thinking about a healthy digestion. It improves your gut health and digestive enzyme production. It also helps maintain a healthy inflammatory response. It helps maintain cardiovascular health and supports arterial elasticity. It modulates hormone balance to support vitality and wellness. And probably one of the things that's most important to all of us right now is our immune system, and to keep our immune system healthy. ASEA is patented. It has a 3-step process. They take pristine salt water, same as found inside your cells, and they break that water down into free-floating atoms, and then they restructure those atoms into stabilized redox signaling molecules. They put it in this pretty little blue bottle for us to drink. And they have also created a gel, the Renew 28, that has the redox signaling molecules in them for our skin. ASEA and Renew 28, they are non-toxic, 100% safe. They're native to our body. Our bodies know what to do with redox signaling molecules. They know, the cells know how to communicate when they have those molecules in our bodies. ASEA, what we drink is that cellular health from the inside out, and the Renew 28 is that cellular health from the outside in, our skin. And one of the things that ASEA does is send the product to BioAgiletics. It is a company that's headquartered in Durham, North Carolina, where that little research triangle is. And they test batches of ASEA and the tube and make sure that it truly has the redox signaling molecules. They put their stamp of approval on it. And also this is produced in an FDA registered facility. Renew 28 is revitalizing. What they did was they went to two different clinical studies, both independent, over a 4-week period of time. And what they found is an improvement in your skin cell renewal, in the smoothness, elasticity, and also in the blood flow. And what we noticed in the blood flow is, rather than it taking 4 weeks, within 4 days, they noted a 50% improvement in the blood flow from rubbing that gel on our skin. We, the 4 of us and other members of our family and many other customers, have reported taking that Renew when you have a discomfort in a joint or in a muscle area. You can take that Renew 28 and rub it 3 times in 5 minutes and get a noticeable relief from a muscle or a joint or any of that discomfort. ASEA also has a skincare collection. They have the Renew 28. They also have the serum, which is 50 times concentration of the redox signaling molecules. Those 2 products have the redox signaling molecules in them. They also have the lotion, and they also have the cleanser, which is, all of the products are clean. The lotion is fabulous. My kids use the cleanser. They have, when they were in school and they had issues with their adolescent face issues, those products were a big help to them. You can see through these pictures, and there's thousands of pictures of people and what they have taken pictures of the before and the after. I even have a picture of my dog, a before and after, that she had something on her nose, and I was able to put the serum on for 3 days and it just disappeared. It went away. Don't even know what it was. But the skincare products that they have, just when you're using them, it makes a complete skincare, taking care of your skin. So the athletic breakthrough with redox, there are many athletes that are finding great improvements by using the redox. ASEA has sponsored many athletes to get their take on using the products and what it does for them, and what they have found, the improvements in their endurance, their strength, their recovery, and also their mental stamina, which is very big for athletes and for all of us. Athletes love this product because it's made from salt and water. It does not contain any banned substances, and I'll just reiterate, ASEA is not a drug. ASEA just provides the opportunity for our bodies to do what it knows to do and how to take care of itself. They also did a little study on mice, and they gave these mice ASEA for 7 days, and they ran 29% further to exhaustion. Okay, so what we do know is that as we age, our cells, we produce less of these signaling molecules, and our cells need to have these in order to do the communication. We're born with about 100% of what we need. And as we grow, pretty much by the time we're in adolescence and in our 20s, we start producing 10% less every 10 years. And that's a pretty substantial amount of loss. And it's a blessing to have a product that can put those signaling molecules back in our bodies. The other thing is the glutathione, the antioxidant that is produced in the cells. Glutathione is known as that master antioxidant. It's good for cleaning things out. Our kidneys and our livers love this master antioxidant. And when you use the Renew and the redox signaling molecules, what they have found is it is able to increase the production of that glutathione by up to 800%. And I'm not going to read the slide to you, but there are many things that when you have a low glutathione, our bodies tend to not do as well. So it's important that we have those redox signaling molecules for a multitude of reasons. When ASEA finished with a lot of the research that they did, and they really decided that ASEA is the labor, it does the work for our bodies, they wanted to come up with good materials to help ASEA do a good job. So they came up with this line of nutritionals, and they have the Source, which is the whole food and micronutrient complex. It's like the multivitamin, and if you are taking a multivitamin, you might want to just look at what is in this one and see the clean product that it is. They also have the Biome, which is the full spectrum probiotic. They have the Life Max, which is the active lifestyle and vitality formula. And then they also have the Omega, which is the native heart and brain complex. And so they have created the ASEA for the labor to do the work, and now we have the materials to go with it. And together it is a complete line of health. So setting the correct expectations is really important when you start taking ASEA. What they recommend is that you take it for 90 days and you track what you're seeing, what you're witnessing. What we want to do is have a noticeable experience, and you want to be able to give your body time to have its own breakthrough. Some people see a difference in a week, a month, some people 3 months or even longer. The four of us can tell you that we continue to see things that change for us in a positive way by staying on ASEA and taking it the way it's supposed to be taken. What you want to do is recognize the changes. You're going to get a little card that comes with the ASEA products, and it gives you an opportunity to just track the results of being on it. You're going to be looking for energy, changes in your energy, your sleep, digestive, health, your stress, your mood, mental focus, muscle comfort, joint comfort, skin health, endurance, workout recovery, seasonal issues, and the list is long. But those are the things to just get you started to see what ASEA can do for you. So when it comes to how much do you take, the directions on the bottle truly say just take 2 ounces once or twice a day. And when I started taking ASEA, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can kind of look at you while I tell my little testimony. When I started taking ASEA, I had a pantry full. My mom had been giving me bottles of ASEA. I had a lot of them in my pantry, and I just wasn't going to drink it. Didn't feel like I needed to drink it because I just didn't feel like I had any real health challenges. And so I was stockpiling, and my kids were using the other products, the Renew and the Cleanser, but none of us were drinking it. And one Friday on my way home from work, I slammed my finger in the car door, and my finger popped wide open, and it was a very ugly wound, and the discomfort was excruciating. And so I wrapped my hand, I got in the car, got home. Steve looked at it and he said, "You have got to get stitches." And we had something going on. I didn't have time for stitches, didn't want to spend the money in an emergency room. So I just said, just bandage it up and, we've got to go. And so he did. He bandaged it and said, "You're going to have to leave it alone for the weekend and just know you're going to have a really ugly scar." And that was fine. So we did our thing that night. I didn't sleep at all. I was in a lot of discomfort, and woke up Saturday morning, got out of bed Saturday morning, and Mom called and, like she typically did, and said, "What are you doing?" And I told her what I had done, and she said, "Did you put ASEA on it?" And I said, "No." I was a bit skeptical of the product at the time, and she said, "Well, go get a cup, get a glass, and pour some ASEA in it, and stick your finger in it, and leave the bandage on, and just soak your finger. And within a couple of hours, you will be feeling a lot better." So I was desperate, and I went to the pantry and poured some in a cup, and then I sat in a chair with my finger in the ASEA, and truly within less than a couple of hours, I had a noticeable, I don't really feel the discomfort that I was feeling earlier. And so it was just a noticeable, wow. I kept my finger in and out of a glass of ASEA for the weekend. I got up Monday morning to go to work and thought, I've got to change the bandage. I'm in the shower and I'm wincing because I know this is going to be ugly and it's going to hurt. I took the bandage off and it not only didn't hurt, but everything that had been pushed outside was back inside, and both edges of the wound had already started to heal. The swelling was gone. It looked really good, other than it was black and blue. So I thought to myself, boy, if it can do that for a wound like that in that amount of time, I should probably start drinking it. If it'll do that for the outside, imagine what it might do for the inside. And a lot of times you don't even know what's going on in the inside. So I started drinking 2 ounces a day, and any wound or anything else I had ASEA that I would spray on or soak or whatever. I started putting ASEA everywhere I could. So 2 ounces a day. And then 2 years ago, when I went to work back in an elementary school, I decided to up my intake to 4 ounces a day. Partly I'm getting older, but more than anything, I just knew I was going to be around a lot of children that had things they could share with me that I didn't want. And so I started taking 4 ounces, and I will never quit taking ASEA. And my sister and aunts and mom, we're going to be sharing some more of their testimonies in a minute, but that is about the taking of it. And now I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Okay, so that's how much. Start off doing what it tells you to do on the bottle. If you don't feel like it's doing a whole lot for you, you can always take more. ASEA is 100% safe, like I said earlier. You cannot take too much. Okay, and on we go. So cellular health is the way. It's truly the way of the future. Over the last 30 years, we've been doing vitamins and minerals, juices, antioxidants, which are all good, and we can still continue to do those things. But it seems to be the wave of the future looking at these redox signaling molecules. A lot of our universities are doing more and more research on these redox signaling molecules and what they can do for our health. So with this company and a product that creates that many, covers that many massive industries, the wellness, the skincare, and the athletics, you can also have a great opportunity presented in front of you. When I started drinking ASEA, I had no intention of ever talking to anyone about ASEA. But what ASEA has done in the production of this product and what it has done for me personally and all of us, we can't quit sharing this product and what we know. So with ASEA, it's a once in a history timing. They have done the innovation. All of that's been done. We're at the end of the introduction phase. We're at the post-risk and the pre-momentum stage of the growth and maturity. And there's an opportunity there for people not only to drink it for their health, but also to look at what it could do for them for their wealth. So when I started talking about ASEA to my friends and sharing it with other people, I thought, I really want to know more about this company. And what I found out is that ASEA was created by Virtus and Tyler Norton. They found a biotech company that was not doing very well. And they had one of the things that they had that they were working on was these redox signaling molecules. They were able to stabilize them. They just couldn't stabilize them for any length of time. They could create the redox signaling molecules, but they couldn't put it in a bottle and save it to be able to give it to other people. It had to be consumed quickly. And so they bought that part of this biotech company and asked a team of researchers to come in, charged them actually with coming in and finding a way to stabilize those molecules, which is what they did. Once they stabilized them, they started giving them to friends and family that had challenges with their health. And those friends and families found profound benefits, and they started sharing it with other people. And soon there were a lot of people in different companies that were benefiting from this product. They reached out to see if they could get it to the world and what would be the best way. And a pharmaceutical company came in and took a look at it, agreed that there was something there, and offered them a very large check for them to give over the patents and everything they could for the ASEA. The caveat was that everybody that was on the product had to go off of the product. They couldn't provide it for anybody anymore, and pretty much said this product's not going to be available. And so Tyler and Virtus decided that they did not want to let this product not be in the hands of the people. They felt like it was a great tool, a great gift to be able to share. And so they started looking at ways to be able to give it to the people. And through network marketing and this kind of conversation and us talking about it, it seems to be and is the way that it is getting to the world. It is our way to give it to other people. And so what they did was create a purpose-filled mission to improve lives around the world, both for people, their health first and foremost, and then also to help them have an avenue for their wealth. So they have decided that they're going to change the world and are. It's in over 36 countries, and there are hundreds of thousands of people that are benefiting from this product, including the 4 of us and many others that we know. The other thing that I wanted to do when I was looking at this company was just do a little, what else do they do? And what I found is they're a very philanthropic company. They, about 2013, the founders and their employees put together a foundation called Advancing Life. And their goal is to break the cycle of poverty, suffering, and abuse around the world. They have partnered with other people and done some of their own help to society. Some of the ones they partnered with is the Operation Railroad and also the Crimes Against Children and many things more. And I just can't say enough about this company and what they have done for me and for my family and for the 4 of us. And so I'm glad you were able to listen to this little program, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to turn it back over to my sister and she'll tell her testimony.
Carolyn, thank you for putting that presentation together for us. That was awesome. I started drinking 2 ounces of ASEA in 2013. Mom and Janet had shared the benefits they were having with it, and I just thought, well, I'm going to give it a try. I didn't really think about it, but I had been dealing with a problem with my esophagus since 2006. My cells in my esophagus were definitely misbehaving. I was having to sit up a lot of times to sleep. I was on several prescription medications and some over-the-counter medications. The prescription medication, one of them now you'll see in the news as causing cancer to the lining of the stomach. I was being scoped once every 2 years, then pretty soon once a year, and then every 6 months. My diagnosis was pretty dire. Something that I hadn't anticipated was the help with the ASEA with my esophagus. And my doctor said I had been taking about 4 ounces a day for about 2 years. And he said that my condition was definitely improving, something that he honestly didn't anticipate ever seeing. So I kept taking my 4 ounces. I drink 4 ounces every morning. First thing, as soon as I get up for my shower or anything that goes in my body. And pretty much have turned that problem totally around. I only have to go now once every 3 years just to get it checked out, make sure everything's going good. I can't even tell you the peace of mind that comes with having good health, and I am turning something like that around. When I drink my ASEA in the morning, I think about a new sheriff is in town. He rides in with his posse of millions of redox signaling molecules, and they detect in my body the cells that are healthy, and they give them what they need to keep them healthy. They also detect the cells in my body that are struggling, and they help repair and rejuvenate those cells. They also detect the cells in your body that are really struggling and really past the point of getting healed, and replace those cells with new vital cells. It creates a community in your body of cells that are communicating correctly with each other in harmony and balance. I'm so glad that my mom introduced ASEA to me, and I am going to turn it over to Mom. She's going to share her testimony.
Thank you, Kathy. I'm so thrilled that my daughters are on. My daughters are using ASEA, and their families, children and grandchildren. What a thrill. And it was nine years ago when Janet introduced me to ASEA. I didn't take me very long to know that this is something that I wanted in my body for the rest of my life. The redox signaling molecules have changed my life and my world. In 9 years, to be healthy and still going strong at 85, almost 86, is a joy beyond words. So the first thing that I was concerned about my health was that I wanted to have mental clarity and a good memory and a healthy brain all my life. And we watched our father just deteriorate with a devastating dysfunction in his brain. And we decided we don't want to go that route. We want to be healthy and have our brain healthy. So ASEA redox signaling molecules goes in and crosses the brain blood barrier to the brain. And it is just amazing what it does to the cells in the brain. And I don't know of anything else that will do that. And so with increased mental health, I am thrilled to death to look at all the other areas of my life that it has touched and improved. And I'll share the one with me that happened 2 years ago. I was supposed to have knee surgery. And I told Carolyn, I said, I'm getting ready to have knee surgery and not looking forward to that again. And she said, Mom, I tried the spray on my knee that was really bothering me and prevented surgery by using just the spray once a day and rubbing it in my knee. And that's been several weeks. So I thought, oh my goodness, okay. So I used the spray and I used the redox gel on my knee, rubbed it in twice a day, not just once, but twice a day. And about 6 weeks, I was so relieved to have my knee feeling normal again. And so I'm just thankful for what it's done for me in so many ways. And in 9 years, there are lots of testimonies about it that we all have. And I'm extremely happy that I have 15 trillion healthy cells in my body to see me through the rest of my life, however long that is. Mm-hmm. And I'm very thankful for the founders of ASEA and for the company and how it's reaching around the world. And we just have so many things to be thankful for as we watch what it does to endeavor our cells to heal themselves. And so, Janet, your testimony is great. Just appreciate what we share with ASEA. So here you go.
Okay, well, I just love hearing these testimonies. It just thrills me to hear them each time and to know that you all are taking ASEA and we're all benefiting. And I was introduced to ASEA by a friend who's an RN, hospice RN, and she was so excited when she called Herman and me and told us that she just had to tell us about this medical breakthrough that is a product that causes no side effects. It's totally 100% safe. And she said, I'm just so excited I can give it to my patients and not have any negatives. So we decided to try it, and we started taking 2 ounces twice a day. And in about 2 weeks, we realized that we were having better sleep, that we had more energy, that we just felt better all the way around. And even one day I was in Walmart and I was just thinking about how good I felt and just how much energy I had and how much stamina I had. And I just thought, that's that feeling of well-being. And then I thought to myself, what really is that worth? And it's worth a lot. So anyway, and then in a few years, ASEA came out with a new product called Renew 28, and that you've heard of from the others. We were very excited about it because we loved drinking the liquid and knew that it was helping inside the body. And now we had Renew to use on the outside. anything on our skin. And then they realized that that it helped with discomfort anywhere on your body, in your body. And that if we would apply it 3 times in 5 minutes, it would really help whatever was hurting you. So I had a very severe back discomfort one time. It was a feeling like pins and needles going into my skin. And I decided I'd try the Renew 28. So I rubbed it on my back 3 times within 5 minutes, and all of the pain left. And it was just a wonderful thing. I was just thrilled. And we all have had many experiences and testimonies of how it's worked in our bodies and creates healing. And right now I'm taking 8 ounces a day, 4 in the morning and 4 in the evening. And I really want to improve my immune system health. And I just feel like it's really helped me stay healthy all these 9 years that I've been taking it. I have felt, I just haven't had sickness. And so I highly recommend it. I just wouldn't want to live a day without it. So we just recommend it, and we just all feel compelled to tell everybody we know about it, because everyone deserves to know about it. So I just thank you so much for listening and for being a part of our meeting tonight. And we'd love to answer questions you have, or if you know anybody that might be interested, any relative or friend, please let them know about this. So thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Bye.